everybody.
That will indeed do. Okay. Whew, alrighty then. So, what have we got? We have got everybody, I do believe. Everybody who wants to be connected to Syrinscape, then feel free to actually connect to it. Otherwise, well, we'll just do our best with what descriptive prose we can throw at you. And I give the word prose a very, very limited definition here, because with us, well... I mean, even Crisp is having a go at our accents at this point, so... Who knows for sure?
Don't have accents?
Well,
Chris would have a heart attack if I actually used my proper... If I had my proper accent, Chris would have a heart attack.
We don't have accents, we have personal failings.
Wow.
We have
I like it.
particular-
I'm stealing
I
that.
was gonna say, we have particular quirks of articulation.
Oh dear.
That's a very polite way to say you're all speaking Southern.
You're not wrong.
Meh, mister. I almost actually said where you're from on the screen.
Yes.
I've learned.
Technically, you're Southern to me, Manchester boy.
Well,
You
sadly.
You've been transplanted so many times you can't actually claim that anymore.
Davis, do you want to post your IP address? You know. Oh,
Before this gets worse and somebody says or does something they don't actually mean to, let's let's quickly play this intro video, and we'll see you again in a couple of seconds.
Hey, it wasn't me. I'm happy with that.
Excuse me.
It's okay, Trey.
Greetings, folks, and welcome along to Lost Luyarnha Part the Next. I am MJ the GM, and I will be your games master for the foreseeable future, and with me are my mighty hunters. But you can't see them, so let's show them to you. Here they are.
Who are these? I can't see these mighty
Hi.
hunters. Are they behind us?
Touché. You may notice, those who have been paying attention, that I'm on the opposite side of the upper part of the screen today. For reasons. So fear not, you haven't been watching the videos backwards this entire time.
Though you may
The
have.
looking grasp here, people.
Although if you did, it might make a bit more sense. Just saying.
No.
No, you're right, it wouldn't.
It makes exactly as much sense as our characters do.
Okie
That's what you're
dokie.
on about. Mine makes perfect sense.
You're a collection of walking eyeballs.
Which is
If
why
ever you
he's
needed a
weird.
summation of Savis's character, there it was.
Game ended, really.
There's the talking shadow that occasionally bursts into light, yes.
I am not a talking shadow. I'm a human-shaped fragment of the cosmos. It's completely reasonable.
I just thought you were a humanoid shape in reality. Hold in reality, like someone, like a cartoon's gone through a wall. Like on the
What's a
perfect
cartoon?
outline.
Gingerbread cut out of reality.
No, he's the hole. He is the moving hole as if something smashed through in his specific shape from the outside.
I just want to say,
Ain't mad
From-
either.
from my point of view, you're the weird ones.
And if
Oh boy,
that
we're all in
doesn't
trouble.
sum up the entirety of this situation, I don't know what does. Before we let this tangent roll any further into our time than was necessary, let me first do my usual thank yous, most especially to, of course, the guys who made Daggerheart in the first place, but most especially to a certain fellow who, as it turns out, not only did the guide to custom adversaries, but it turns out also had something to do with creating Daggerheart. His name is Chris Davidson. He's released these things on Drive-Thru RPG. He's awesome. Get them. Get these things. Especially because he was very nice and actually answered a question of mine this very day. So, Chris, kisses. We love you, boy. And by we, I mean
Thank you,
especially me.
Chris. Unless what you answered, MJ, was how to screw us over.
I can neither confirm
If
nor
you
deny
did,
this
thank you very
allegation.
much, because that's more plot points and we really appreciate it.
Is the right answer. Yep, as per usual, Darrington Press deserve a big hello, thanks to releasing Daggerheart, and of course Evan and the guys at MonkeyDM for creating Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt in the first instance. So, with all those thank yous done, I would very much like to take us on a journey back to the Cathedral of the Radiant Church, where our team have returned since discovering what actually happened to Mr. Foudre Chainfoot's neighbours. As it turns out, potentially, Galar's nephew. So let us move the ambience on a minute.
Just remind me, this is the big birdie people, isn't it?
You
Big
have just
bird.
come off of, yes, trying to figure out what happened to Yander and Malena, who are neighbours of this fine fellow here. What you found was evidence of a scuffle in the house, and when you tracked down blood traces, you found the unfortunate Malena had been killed by something with a very big beak, and you eventually tracked down Yander, and he transformed into a scourge beast that was mostly a bipedal crow, essentially, a bipedal raven. You managed to put Yander out of his misery and defeated a leader of those corvids, humanoid corvids, and they fled, essentially, after that. So you have now returned with the news of what you discovered. I believe... is it Galar or Khalad that now has the photo that claimed it had Yander and his two siblings as well as his father in it?
I think it's probably in my... Yeah, I think because I have pockets.
Right. Okay. So you at least have the
But it
that.
comes out when required.
Yeah, you've got that to go on. That is, well, a piece of the puzzle, perhaps. Thank you for that, Gareth. Artist's impression of the perpetrator was, in fact, Laserbeak, who is sat behind me on the shelf right now, as it turns out, watching
That was my first
every
clue.
move. In any case, yes, you've returned to the Cathedral of the Radiant Church, which counts as your, essentially, your safe space for the moment. So, how much are you filling people in on what happened?
And there are reason not to give them the full story, I suppose.
Tell the
Yay, story
father
time.
the full story.
Okie dokie. Father Hauke naturally is very dismayed to discover what happened, but he does put a comforting hand on Foudre Chainfoot's shoulder. Foudre has been very good with trying to keep the neighborhood together. He and the other merchants, even though we don't have much to be merchants with these days, they do a very good job of trying to keep everybody together. So, Foudre, I believe you had a reward of sorts for them. So, Foudre, yes, comes out and says, well, the deal's a deal. We asked that if you could figure out what happened to Yander and Malena, that we see if we couldn't get you guys a reward of sorts. Naturally, these days... Sorry, I was reading the text, the conversation that's going on the right there. Serious stuff. These days, of course, we don't have much cause for coinage. As you might imagine, hanging around in these parts, what you can actually use is more valuable to you than a shiny disc. So, most merchantmen, like myself, will tend to trade items that are actually useful. Weapons, for starters. Everyone around here needs weapons if they're going to survive the nights around here. Amongst other stuff, of course. So, my fellow merchants and I have put together a small selection of things that we think might be worth your while, perhaps, if you wanted to trade something that you found was useful, but not necessarily useful to yourselves anymore. So, well, like I said, lass, we don't have much cause for shiny around here unless it actually does something practical, like keep the beasts away. Silver, for instance, is very useful, so I hear, against certain scourge beasts, but trying to actually craft weapons made of silver that don't come apart the moment you hit something with them is a real challenge, apparently. So, in any case, we can essentially offer you most basic weapons on a one-for-one basis, and we have a couple of non-mundane weapon systems in use, which those with, I don't know, extraordinary abilities or who actually know how to utilize magic might find useful. So if you want to accompany myself out to meet the rest of the merchantmen around here, we can... Oh, hello there, lass. Now, Tracy, I have a question because I have forgotten certain details about Glitch. Is it obvious that she's a mannequin, or is she just a really, really good android?
I think we said she has lines like a mannequin, but you have to look for them.
Right.
Because she's supposed to look like a lifelike thing.
Indeed.
But if you actually look, and at this distance, it's gonna be obvious she's not a person, she's a mannequin.
So at this distance, and the fact that Fordroy is shorter than you, he does look up, and he can probably just about make out the line of the jaw hinge, where your jaw connects to your neck, essentially.
Yeah, he can see that.
It's very
and the
fine.
bit that goes up towards your ears, he can probably see that bit.
At which point he's like, "By gollies, you're a mannequin!"
What? Yes?
Even Father Hauke looks surprised at this.
But,
surely you jest, Fordroy. But no, look, the joints are right there. That's extraordinary.
She's gonna put her hands around a bit, like, oh no, I'm a mannequin. Oh.
Jazz hands. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm a mannequin. Is there a problem with this? Does it change the fact that I like weapons and magic?
That means you're a funky dog.
Guys, she's gonna turn around to the teeth. Guys, did you know I was a mannequin?
You're only a mannequin if you want to be.
What? Oh right, sorry.
Forgive me, lass. I don't mean to, but I mean no offense to your other mannequin ally here. She looks like most mannequins do. You're just... I've never seen the like.
I meant to look this way. This is the highly advanced prototype of the service mannequin.
Really?
I was made to look more people-like.
You were?
Stuff.
He was highly polished.
Yeah, ooh, I like that. I'm putting that in my repertoire. I'm highly polished. I like that.
It'll take more than polish to fool most folks, but I tell you, lass, you've got everything down. I mean, you could barely see the seams unless you look, and your mannerisms and the way your face moves. Again, no offense to your other mannequin ally, but your level of sophistication is just... it's unheard of.
Did you hear that? I'm sophisticated.
You'll have to excuse me for asking, fellas.
Sophisticated as you are, not as...
Where did you find each other?
Where did we find each other again? Field?
In a
Within
dream.
the building?
We're working on that.
see.
Yeah, we don't know.
Some slight
There
memory
was-
issues
Oh.
potentially caused by the moon.
Well, I'd have to hazard a guess that you were made by the Scions, of course. I mean, your holster there's got their mark on it. And now I look
I'm
at
sorry,
you,
say that
sir,
again?
with the eyes, your sword has got the markings on the basket hilt.
Stares between Hilt and this man. I'm gonna need more. Mark of the what?
The Scions? They... Fordray looks at Father Hauke for help, and the father's like... He just shrugs.
We're not. Remember, I said we're having memory issues.
That is true,
Let's
Fordray.
pretend
They do
I-
have amnesia, it seems. A
Let's
mannequin
pretend
has
I don't
amnesia?
know what that is. Yeah, there's like glitch in the Matrix.
I see, I think. Actually, no, that's a lie. No, I don't.
Yes, right, neither do we.
You'll have to forgive me. It's just, as far as I'm aware, and far as most people in this city are aware, it's the Scions that built the mannequins. They were built mostly for the First War. But I've never seen or heard of mannequins of your sophistication, or your friends.
That's because I was
Automatus-
custom built by someone else.
Well, obviously. How you found your way here to the Ruby District? You belong in the Newbridge District, which is where the Scions have pretty much set up their headquarters. In fact, they pretty much own the Newbridge District. Good luck getting there, though,
We need
because...
to go to the Newbridge District, I think.
Well, good luck getting there, lass, because unfortunately, as you probably rightly know, getting out of Ruby District is a death sentence. Unless you have ways and means. You don't have ways and means, do you? And he kind of
Guys,
looks
do
at
we
all
have
of you
ways
for that.
Apparently, it's safe to say we probably don't have any. Though even if we did, we couldn't remember.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
in light of this, I say that, I, for one, after what you did, and for what people have been saying you did, I'm glad to have all of you here. Regardless of, well, you know, mannequin or watcher or starborn, knight and ghost, at least you're on our side. These days, you gotta be glad of everyone who's willing to help. Speaking of which, it's time I took you to the other merchants.
Yay, shopping.
So,
Apparently, I'm stubborn.
is this the accent thing that needs clearing up again? Is your AI noise reducing software telling you that you need to be able to understand people's accents as well?
No, I just deliberately misheard Starborn.
So, essentially, Fordray takes you out of the church and leads you not far further than you already are, but into what essentially passes as a square. It looks like it used to be a sort of... it's not a town square exactly, but... it used to be a park square or some such, where there's obviously... well, there used to be gardens, but the patches of grass and plants have all essentially been reduced to just dirty patches of mud. But people have set up rough stalls from whatever they could find and have got wares to display, and as Fordray comes forth, they all recognize him. There's a variety of different merchants who are selling everything from foodstuffs, and doesn't look like there's a huge amount of that, but most of them have got little desks or benches full of various types of knives, swords, weapons, even some that are obviously farming tools that have been repurposed a couple of times. The guy that seems to be getting most of the attention is, of course, the blacksmith, who has a queue of people looking for essentially maintenance and repair for tools and such. But Fordray introduces you to 3 or 4 of his fellow merchant folk who have got various different types of weaponry and items for sale, not for sale, for trade. So essentially, you have access to any tier 1 physical weapon that you want to exchange for on a one-to-one basis. So if you've got a tier 1 weapon that you want to give away, like for instance, Khalad has got that mundane rapier now rather than the charged one, the psionic one, that you could trade for something. But also available are, well, the immediate reward that you guys get given, which is has been pooled by the merchants, are ammunition for all of your weaponry. So we're talking bullets, bolts, arrows, whatever you need. You get instant refills of those, no problem. You also get 2 holy tonics, which are above average healing potions, essentially. So whereas an average minor healing potion, which is what you currently have access to, I think clears a single hit point. I could be wrong, let me just check that. Yeah, minor health potion clears 1d4 hit points, my pardon. The holy tonic clears 1d4 plus 1 hit points and clears a stress. And there are 2 available. So whoever thinks they can do with holy tonics, you have access to 2 holy tonics. Let me also check. There is a
based
group
off
inventory.
by your damages, that sounds like Featherington and Peter.
Let me just check.
Wait, will it affect
something.
Featherington's stuff? Because Miss Featherington does the stuff with magic.
Say it again, sorry. Yeah, what does it do again, damage-wise, did you say, for Holy Tonics?
Holy
1d4
tonics.
HP.
D4 plus 1. Yeah, and clears the stress. Now,
Yeah,
what...
that's definitely useful.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, yeah, one of them would definitely be useful.
Cool. So, if you go to the Actors directory, you should hopefully see that there is an extra token for you to see called the Party.
Party!
And in there are the 2 holy tonics. But what's also there, if I can get it to work, is it that?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. There we go.
Do I just pull it across, or...? Oh, yeah, that's cool.
You should be able to.
Yes, you can. Yeah. It automatically splits it when you try and pull it. So I've only taken the 1.
So the glowing rings and the short staff are 2 of the magical weapons that can be used. I'm trying to put the other item that they gave. It's not putting it in for some reason. Let me see if I can just
Always the way.
room here. Or it's actually asking me to do that. Okay, let's use that. Can I use that? Do I double click that? Do I bring it over? There we go. Another magical item that they have available is an arcane prism. So the rapier is Khalad's mundane rapier, I take it.
Yep.
So what you also have access to, if I go to the items directories, which I hope you can see. So if I can just divert your attention away to the items area, the icon that looks like a suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can you see a folder called Weapons?
Yeah.
Can you, under that folder, see Primary Weapons?
Yeah.
Yep.
Under that, can you see Physical Weapons?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. Can you see tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4?
Yes.
There is an easier way to get to it. You can just click the plus next to weapons on your sheet and you can ask to bring
Sure,
up the
but you
companion.
know which one's a tier 1.
Yep.
Yeah, it says it on that as well. You can
Okay,
put it into
groovy. Awesome. I didn't know how to do that.
So yeah, it's going. Yeah, it's click the plus, browse win compendium, and then it opens up the list. You just have to.
And it says what tier.
got them
Yes,
mixed
it
up.
does. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So, obviously, it is. If you do that, though, it is looking at all the compendia, and that includes some of the ones that I imported in from elsewhere, which is the modern weapons. So, under no circumstances can you have the 44 Magnum revolver or the 9mm service pistol.
Ah. I was looking in the tier 2 anyway.
So, if it looks like a modern weapon, no.
No, you're fine. Don't worry.
But yeah, tier 1 weapons. You can order them by tier, so you can see some of them may be doubled up because they appear not only in Compendia, but also here in the items directory that I pulled over.
Matt,
Yes.
might be a bit of a stretch. Could I get the phased plasma rifle in the 40 watt range?
No.
Let's go for the assault rifle.
But essentially, you have ways and means now of looking at the entire list of available tier 1 weapons. So if you think you would do better with a different weapon that you currently have, feel free to have a look. Those of you who have got trick weapons, of course. And if you want to give away a trick weapon because you don't think anybody is using it, then, you know, that's going to be worth a good bit of extra. Because those things are really hard to come by. But, of course, a certain glitch might be a bit upset that you give away a magnificent device like that before she's even learned how it functions.
Sad puppy eyes.
And by that I mean your patron is going to do its nut if it doesn't. If they're giving
Yeah,
it
please
away
don't.
and don't
I don't-
need it,
don't need
then
that.
you now have license to take it apart.
It's any consolation the glitch. Tapestry would be fine giving away the rifle and cleaver, just not for any of the fins that are on offer.
Excellent, because I believe my patron went fucking nuts over that.
So yeah, if Tapestry doesn't want the rifling cleaver,
Yep.
and nobody else wants the rifling cleaver, then either you can give it to. I mean, you should
He has
really
offered it
give
to
it to Glitch.
I will,
Honestly,
Glitch will
Tapestry is all-
legitimately take it apart.
Tapestry has offered it to Glitch.
Cool. So
Amazing.
let me throw that over to Glitch. Glitch's character
I
sheet.
believe the grabby hands gift that I've just put up is pretty much like
I'm
a mirror
guessing
image of what Glitch is doing.
I'm guessing we couldn't use it as to trade for give someone a higher tier weapon then. Because I'm looking at some of the tier 2 stuff, and if it's that valuable, it would be worth getting someone an upgrade rather than just having it be taken apart.
The rifling cleaver itself is a tier 1 weapon, so
Okay.
it's
never
due
mind.
to its. It's not a common tier 1 weapon. Let's just say that much. So in this instance, this tier 1 stuff is all they've got to trade,
Okay.
as well as the
I thought-
glowing
let's ask
rings
the
and the
question.
short staff.
So I was just looking, because the only other weapon I could sort of go that fits my build is the Hallowed Axe, but it does exactly the same as the mace. It just looks different. Which was a little bit of a shame. It's like, oh.
I think
No
the
difference
difference
whatsoever.
would be the hallowed axe. If I could just have a look. The hallowed
The
axe.
Hallowed Axe is agility based, isn't it?
No, it's strength.
Thanks.
And
on
it
the
does
sack
Straight
says-
magic.
agility to me.
Hallowed Axe.
Can't even see hello there.
Hallowed axe is a tier 1 weapon that does agility.
Is it? I'm looking at one that says strength at the moment in my list.
The
And
advanced.
that's from bringing up the compendium
Yeah,
through
I've got-
the weapon plus.
I've got one in my
I don't even
inventory.
see it
That's
on my
great.
list.
Yeah.
Am I
That's
am I
the-
blind? Is it on
No,
anyone
it's a
else's
good
list?
point. The hallowed axe that is standard on wings and seraphs is a strength-based weapon. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. It does magic damage is the difference.
It does. I don't actually see it on the stats. When it says trait
That's because
strength.
it's a magical
burden,
weapon, not a physical weapon. And Matt told us to look in the physical weapons section.
Oh, it's not coming up as. Okay, it's on the list thing that how I went through. It doesn't actually say that. Okay, so that's.
There are
something
two
that's actually
hallowed
missing
axes. You are quite right. One for agility and one for strength.
Yeah, I can't see the strength one on the way I was
That's it.
looking.
Yeah, where is it?
So the other one will be somewhere else.
Yeah, it's coming from the
Weapons,
compendium
primary,
rather than
magical, tier 1. Yeah, it's in the compendium rather than that. Okay, well, that's one way of apparently it doesn't quite work. So.
I mean, if you want a hallowed axe that's strength-based, you can use mine.
Yep.
Oh no, I mean, well, I was just looking through it. There's no difference. That's the thing. The mace is exactly the same. That's all I was more commenting on.
It's a different damage type.
The physical one does magic type, does it?
No, your
yeah,
mace does d8 plus 1 physical damage. The hallowed axe does d8 plus 1 magical damage.
Ah, okay.
They are different damage types, as Sean just said. Yes. So they are each other's equivalent in the physical, magical realm of damage types. Yeah, I mean, Gallowmoor has got the hallowed axe and the round shield, but she's also now got the sanctified partisan. So,
is there any benefit to swapping out, or is it just it only be used? It only have a certain effect against certain things?
Very much that. That's all I'm keeping it for is just the backup of switching between physical and magical. If I ever need to.
Fair enough. Then.
that's fine.
So if you
Very good.
intent on using it, then it's there. But
Oh no, it's because in the way I got the compendium, it didn't say the difference, but in that other list it does. That was all. That's why I was confused. While I was sitting there going, these are the same thing, but it's simply just on that way. It doesn't identify it.
Sure.
So in that case, no, I'll just keep with what I've got.
All right. So, the glowing rings and the short staff are still available if somebody wants to have an extra weapon that does magic type damage.
I'm not sure we've got someone that can use them, that's the problem.
One
I
use
think we
agility based,
established that
one use
agility was our problem.
is instinct. Short staff does use instinct.
Would that
but-
not work for Miss Featherington?
Well, Miss Featherington's got a dual staff, and it has. This is the thing. Her dual staff.
The 8 plus 3. Where is
Yeah.
Yeah.
The short staff would do more damage, but it's close range rather than far range. So the dual staff is
Yeah.
further range, but does less damage.
Feathers probably wants the Holy Tonic and the Arcane Prism.
The Arcane Prism,
Maybe we
yes, I would suggest the Arcane Prism definitely has a home in Miss Featherington's inventory.
Yeets towards Miss Featherington. Maybe we could trade the glowing rings in, guys. Then, or something.
Well, you know,
useful.
they're there as an offering to you if you want to take them. You don't have to take them.
I don't think we've got anyone that can. We're just not agility based.
I've got it, but it's not really. It's not needed.
Take that away. Would Miss Featherington want the short staff?
No.
No? Okay.
If Glitch needs a melee weapon, there's a rapier there.
I have the whip.
That's true.
If
Otherwise,
Glitch
it's
needs
not
a melee
exactly the
weapon,
greatest.
she's now also got the
We were-
rifling cleaver.
That's true.
Technically. I can't use it, but sure.
You did. I thought you took it to take it apart, not to use it.
I am. No, I'm taking this bad boy apart.
Okay. So,
Does this shopping trip class as a short rest?
yes, absolutely. Which is a good point.
Yeah, no, I've got a whip which I use because it pushes them backwards, so I can shoot them. And to be fair, if I have to use a melee weapon, shit's got real. Like, it's all
Real
got
bad, yes.
Yeah, like, if something's in my face, it's not good. Who uses the most? I've got a stamina potion, that thing that clears stress. Who gets the most stress in a fight?
Dog.
Yes.
Can I give this stamina potion to him, please, Matt?
Just drag it into the party loot, and then he can drag it
Okay.
out himself.
Let me see if I don't. What's up?
I swear I clicked hit health and do wounds and.
It's enough.
I can't
Have
find
you
it.
clicked
There
the
you
apply
Ah,
button
there it
for
is.
them?
No, it got so far up because everyone else had done it.
There you go. There's a potion in there for you, Alex. It's been sat in my inventory for the last God knows how many fights.
What was it doing? Yeah, I'll take a moment.
Alright, so yes, feel free to do a short rest, and remember this is a new session, so new session stuff I will kick into refresh now.
All of my bullets have disappeared in my inventory entirely. Like there's not even a thing for
Oh,
them anymore.
damn. Okay, let's. Actually,
What?
your
I found it,
bullets
I found it.
counter is on features.
Yep,
Is
yep, I found it.
not
What's my
using-
max number of bullets I'm allowed?
6.
I think we 6. Okay.
What was the question, Webby?
Is anyone not using both actions?
I've used one to
I'm
prepare.
Yeah, I'll put prepare if you need it for something.
Well, no, I've got the minor health potion rest free in my inventory, but I need to use both of my abilities. So,
Okay. What do you need?
no, someone can learn the minor health potion recipe.
I'll learn it.
Oh, I was gonna say, but
Action.
don't we have to do it? Isn't the part of the point is if we do 2 people and we'll do it together, we get an extra hope.
If 2
Okay,
people
so
do a
hope-
prepare together, yes, you do get more hope.
I don't
But-
need the hope though, but I'm also giving everyone a hope if you want to claim it.
I will help
I
make potions. I've got a free action.
I mean, I've got to prepare if I want to help with someone because I could do with the extra hope, to be honest.
Alright, so there's what, 3 of us doing it?
And one of mine was prepare hope, yeah.
Didn't you just use your 2 actions though, Alex?
No, one was tending wounds, the other one is I'll put in for prepare.
Ah.
Well, I'm using one of mine to talk to my patron and go, we've got the thing! And the other one to help with potions.
If you want to regain your rally dice effect, and there you go.
Yep, everybody should have rally in their list of effects on their character sheet, so just switch it back on again.
Yep, switched back on.
How has
was this?
effectively just been muttering to you about possibilities while standing next to the shop.
So,
That's
to
there you
How
go.
do
clarify,
you all
is it,
feel
was it,
about Khalad muttering to you whilst you're shopping?
Mitch isn't listening.
It is what it is.
She's busy.
He's done that since we've known him. That whole day.
so I was going to say, so does all the people who are preparing, do we just get the extra hope then?
I'm going to switch to potion, so...
Okay,
Alright,
so you
Yeah,
want to
what do we got to do?
a potion.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do it.
oh, don't worry then.
I was preparing as well. Mine
Oh,
was
yep.
remove stress and prepare hope.
So if you choose to prepare with one
so
or more
both of
members
us
of your
together.
party, you each gain 2 hope. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I was saying, so
I'll
that's
prepare
what I was
with you
like,
if you
someone
want.
to do it. Yeah, I'll
Yep, I
prepare
will.
with you then.
So that's an extra bit of hope.
magic.
So that's 2 each, plus Sean's one, so we should have 3.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Sean
So,
is
yep, I'm at
not preparing.
maximum hope.
No. No, I'm doing potion. And I needed to repair the shield and potion, so that'll be my 2.
Yep, so let me grab a minor health potion as you use the recipe to... Oh no, you've already got one, so you may as well up the quantity to 2. Blood of what do you use to make the potion with?
Probably one of the hearts that I stole last time.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
Was either
I forgot you
Yander or
stole
Melena's.
hearts.
You stole someone's heart?
Yeah, he's
Steal?
been collecting hearts.
Didn't steal.
Stealing
It was
is
right
right.
there. She did it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It was a very
I
moving
don't recall
moment.
this. Oh, right, that, yeah.
Yeah, I think his
That's
hook-
actually quite sensible, making a potion out of... Actually, because of that, I'm going to give that health potion a boost. Because you made it using practically your own nephew and niece-in-law's blood. So I'm going to give a flat bonus of
Okay.
1 to bring it on par with the Holy Tonic.
So what I'm hearing is we need to sacrifice family members for better potions.
It's more to do with... Well, I can't say what it's more to do with. It's just, it's without revealing too much.
No.
But
Then don't. Then we just leave it at that.
there is a
reason for
silvery
this.
glow to the one that Galar makes. Funnily enough, the silvery glow isn't the same, but is of equal intensity to the silvery glow that if you look at Holy Tonic and shake it, you can see silvery glowing particles in there too. So whether that means they utilize a similar yet different method to create the Holy Tonics, well...
I got 2 faults on my bread dice as well.
Which is nice. I got a measly 2 fear, so thank you to the dice gods for that one, hampering me before I even get started.
Yay! I mean, oh no.
Yay, we have hope again. Actually, a lot of you do have hope. Lots and lots of hope.
I immediately spent mine, so it's fine.
Yes, your patron, you get the impression that your patron is more than pleased having an interesting advanced piece of weaponry to look at. So you definitely gain favour from that. Tapestry
Probably didn't even
has
have to ask.
a hit point and armour slot still outstanding.
Yep, that's because I used my thing to get hope and get clear stress out.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so you're prioritising that over that. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
as his tapestry's normally thin.
Ooh, crit!
He can't take damage very well, so his thing is he prefers to try and avoid getting hit in the first place.
Which means he's
Speaking of
prioritised.
which-
that.
Yeah, speaking of which, one of the reasons he really kind of went for the hope was it costs half his max hope to do that.
Rogue's dodge.
Yeah.
Until the next attack succeeds against you, otherwise it lasts until your next rest. Okay.
Yep. Means my evasion is currently 15. Hence why, I can't take a huge amount of damage, so I try to dodge it a lot.
Webby, what is this
wonder
illusion
what
that Miss Featherington is casting?
Same as last time.
Which was a dancing girl.
Mhm.
In a ballerina outfit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice. Wait, are we doing this in the market square? Because if so, can we put down like a hat on the floor and see if we can get some money?
You're going to be
They don't
disappointed.
trade in money anymore.
Damn!
The most you get is a couple of is a couple of potatoes.
Score!
Ah, potatoes.
Hey-oh.
Father
Potatoes on the
Hauke
menu tonight, boys.
starts dancing with the ballerina.
Goody.
So Fordray has gone back to his stall, so he is, conducting his business. Father Hauke comes out to you at one point. He's got a bit of an example. He doesn't come to you immediately. Your attention is drawn to the front of the cathedral as you see him literally shooing those nuns from before out the door of the cathedral. He's obviously trying to be polite about it, and these nuns are putting up polite resistance. That very British thing of, oh no, we couldn't possibly, you obviously need us to, we can do more about the place. You hear some of the snippets of conversation, and Father Hauke's going, no, sisters, I insist, you have done more than enough work already, and we are very grateful to all of your, he seems slightly twitch, efforts, and That's as much as we need you to do. Thank you. I am sure other people elsewhere, far, far away, elsewhere, are in need of your ministrations.
Far, far away.
Over the hills.
They start to put up a bit of a fight again, at which point he leans into one of them and whispers something, at which point she puts her hand up to her mouth with a shocked expression and shoos the others away quickly.
Excellent.
He also seems to have a ledger in his hand and is scribbling in the ledger whilst idly walking over towards yourselves. Then he looks up and sees you all in front of him, or at least some of you in front of him, including the dancing ballerina being danced with Lady Featherington, at which point he's momentarily distracted by that before apologising. Sorry. With everything that happened with Yanda and Malena, I now have to alter the records a little bit. We have to keep careful track of as best of a census as we can get around here. We have to know how many mouths we have to feed. An unfortunate circumstance of the times we live in. So, it's a good news, bad news situation. Unfortunately, according to my notes, he looks around to try and see how many people are listening in, and luckily enough, there aren't that many, just yourselves nearby. I'm terribly sorry to ask this of you, my friends, once again, but unfortunately, I think we might need your help once more with something. It's, something I don't want to alarm anybody else with, so if you could accompany me back into the cathedral, I would very much appreciate it. He starts moving back in the direction of the cathedral's interior. Funnily enough, as you walk past the doors, you see that there are actual people who seem to know what they're doing now, putting up the doors, that the nuns have stopped operating there. At which
Poor
point...
nuns, they're just trying to be helpful.
Do you say this to Father Hauke?
No.
Okay. It's probably just as well. He's got a slightly bulging vein in his left temple. So,
Because that man's stressed enough. I don't think he needs Glitch's help.
was that help in inverted commas, or...?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, gotcha. So he waits for you all to congregate back inside the church, which I'm assuming you do.
To the congregation zone!
So, as I may have noted, and he kind of holds up the ledger just as an illustration, and then puts it down on the bench next to him. As an idea of how much food needs to go around and what supplies we have available to everyone in the near locale, we try and keep a working census of who's actually alive, who needs feeding and whatnot. We're having to now look at a different kind of supply issue. This one's... Let's just say if too many people learnt of this shortage, I would start having a panic on my hands. Unfortunately, the situation is getting rather dire. We're getting low on beast repellent. Beast repellent is a type of incense that we create here in the district. It's based upon something called the imaginatively named beast incense that was actually created by the Radiant Church. The beast incense that is created by the Radiant Church has a number of ingredients that it is made from, but mostly it is also triple consecrated by the church in the Grand Cathedral. And this has the effect of effectively paralyzing scourge beasts, as noted. Unfortunately, even though we can get most of the ingredients here in the Ruby District, we can't actually get it consecrated to the same degree. As such, we've had to make our own somewhat watered down, inferior version. We call it beast repellent, because at the very most, it seems to create an aroma that scourge beasts do find repellent. It keeps them away from most houses. Most nights, especially cursed moons, where the beasts rove about, the beast repellent tends to at least keep them at bay. Doesn't paralyze them, doesn't do anything else except just keep them in a general sense away from those who like beast repellent. The only problem is, one of the main ingredients to our beast repellent is running very thin, and it's a type of herb that's only found in one part of the district, and is only found in that part of the district in a town called, well, a small village actually called Gallowmoor. Now, there's a bit of a story to this, which I will try and keep as briefly as I can. Gallowmoor as a village used to be a farming community, but during the First War, it was essentially flooded by, well, our enemies, who were assaulting the city at the time and were trying to find some way anyway to clamp down on our ability to resist a siege. Most notably in creating a flood situation on a lot of the the farms that were near the walls. Gallowmoor was one of those places. I don't think it was even called Gallowmoor at that point. However, even though it's turned into mostly swampland, Gallowmoor does boast one thing that nowhere else in the city does, which is it is where a certain herb that is part of the beast-repelling incense grows. And it is the main ingredient that we have been using to create the beast-repelling incense. Now, it isn't a very populous place, and the only member of the church that I know of is a rather eccentric fellow called Father Frazetti, who lets no other member of the clergy near, which is just fine because the chapel at Gallowmoor is St. Lowen's Minor Chapel. It has something of a reputation, does St. Lowen's, which I can either get into if you want me to, or I can gloss over it right now in order to make this story slightly shorter.
Detail might save us if we're going to be going there.
Very well. St. Lowen's has a strange reputation. Not many people do go there, but those who find their way there who aren't expecting much find a small chapel, a minor cathedral. And so they enter and leave expecting such, and finding such. But people who actually go there, most who are church pilgrims who tried to visit all of the various chapels and cathedrals and churches dotted around the place, historians of well have found it to have a very strange, and some say unsettling, feel to it. As such, everyone within the clergy has been more than happy that Father Frazetti was the one and only person who volunteered to take up stewardship there. Frazetti has staunchly preferred to remain the sole custodian of St. Lowen's, and everyone's been happy enough to keep it that way.
Did no one look into why the church has a creepy feel to it?
Not specifically. I believe everyone feels pretty much adequate insofar as that only Frazetti is the one who seems to actually want to administer that particular minor chapel, minor cathedral. Either way, that is the location where the herb occurs. And as such, our shortage could possibly be solved if we knew why there was a shortage. Because nobody's been able to get a hold of Father Frazetti in order to inquire why there is a sudden downturn in the herb coming across.
Did anyone manage to get hold of Frazetti, period?
Well, that's where something else strange happened recently, according to what I've been told by other members of the clergy who stayed here in the Ruby district. Something odd and unexpected happened in that we received a missive from Father Frazetti himself requesting an acolyte to be mentored by him.
Why is this unusual?
Because Father Frazetti has been a staunch opponent of anyone except himself administering to that site for countless decades.
Maybe he's old and needs help.
Well, that would be the assumption, but if you've met him, you would know that, well, those who know him and like him refer to him as a crotchety old bastard.
Maybe he has learned the value of changing one's mind.
Or it could be a sacrifice.
Well, ordinarily. One could hope that he has changed his mind, but if you have met him, then you would know that that's
unlikely.
Quite. That's the kind way of putting it.
I'm getting the impression that if he had changed his mind, this will be a first.
Quite. Opinionated and outspoken would be the kindest description of Father Frazetti. So the fact that he actually requested someone be sent along as... Now, there's an actual word for this, but Matt cannot remember it at all. Protégé is the closest I get, but it's not the word I'm actually looking for.
Apprentice?
Thank you. Words, they disappear from my brain, I can't help it. The fact that Frazetti is looking for an apprentice, well, it could speak to the fact that he has actually gotten so old that he realizes, a stubborn old fool, finally, that he's not going to be around forever and somebody will need to take over his custodianship of St. Newlands. Now, the situation with the shortage of the herb is one thing. The fact that Frazetti actually asks, at last, for an apprentice is no small miracle in that regard, and therefore we were uplifted when we heard about it. Unfortunately, from my contacts, no one's heard from the apprentice who was sent to Gallowmoor. Now, he was sent, as protocol dictates, with the escort of a hunter cadre, which, as you can imagine, are few and far between here in the Ruby District. So we sent someone along to make sure that the new apprentice got there. The fact that they haven't returned, and that we haven't received word from Gallowmoor. Technically, I was not assigned anything to do with this mission, but I'm looking at our stocks of beast repellent, and they are getting disastrously low. If we don't get the herb soon, then we are looking at the possibility that we won't have enough to go round anytime soon.
Could you show us an example of the herb so we know what we're looking for?
Of course. One moment, let me see if I can find it. He goes back to one of the stacks of books in the far corner, where Glitch had been perusing the tomes before. And he pulls out a specific book, and he starts leafing through it as he comes towards you. Here we are. Plants, herbs, and their various... Here we go. He opens the book and he turns it around. This is the herb in question. It's called Irie's Feather. As you can see from the description here and the picture, it has thin leaves that are very fine and are splayed somewhat so they look like an actual feather. This plant is somewhat unusual in that rather than being green like most herbs, it is in fact stark white. So they are rather unique and very easy to spot. Iris Featherington. Well, quite. This is what we need. This is what's supposed to be coming to us. The delivery is overdue. I hate to impose upon you again, my friends, in so short a space of time, but I wonder if I could pervade upon your good natures to at least go to Gallowmoor and check out what's going on, just to maybe just reinforce the fact that speed and time is of the essence. Can the illusion that feathers makes talk?
Oh dear.
No. Okay. Webby, it stands to note that you've still got Rain of Blades in your vault if you want to nick it out again.
That's a long rest regeneration.
Cool, but you can spend a stress to tug it back out of your vault into your loadout. So this unfortunately puts you at 4 stress, but you can spend stress up to the amount to bring it out of your loadout.
No, that's fine.
Maybe I should have given Feathers the flipping potion.
Well, you know. So, just for... Oops, pardon me. Spell out there, Iris Feather. Now, Gallowmoor is... I can draw you a quick map. It's pretty easy to get to, but it's on the furthest eastern edges of the district. So, you'll be going at first along the edges of the river that runs through. So you can follow the river. And I'm going to bring up Luyarnha for a minute. So you guys are more or less hither. Proper dead center of the Ruby District. You are going all the way yonder to the shadowed, wet, misty area dedicated by St. Powell's Manager. So, if you had any preparations you wanted to make before you left, that would be fine, of course. 1, do favors for the people here. 2, use influence from those in favors. I like the ye olde language there. To get mansion.
Wait a minute.
Oh yes, you're going to get a mansion, weren't you?
Wait a minute.
I like step 3, just question marks.
Sorry, my geography just went about. So we're going towards like the northeast, but we're in the south, aren't we?
We're in the centre.
Oh, in the centre.
Of the district,
Sorry.
yes, you're in the centre of the Ruby District, and you are going northeast, following the line of the river that runs through it.
I was going to say, I thought that was going out of the quarter. That's what threw me for a second there.
No, we're still in the same district.
Hasn't quite reached the walls. So we're now Gareth, you're now suggesting that you are almost like RoboCop with your 4 prime directives.
Yep, but unlike that idiot RoboCop, I can take down the corporation anytime I want.
For those who weren't listening to Syrinscape at that
the
specific point. Sorry, go on, Gareth.
The spoilers, those who want to know, number 3, when I remove the spoiler question marks, is just blasphemy hands.
Ah. He wants his
Otherwise,
I'm going to call my mansion Blasphemy Hands Mansion.
Every time you roll for madness now, you're just going to be one in that one, aren't you?
So
why limit myself to just when I'm mad?
You got up from after the siege of the cathedral during Geistnacht. You got up reasonably early in the morning. You got up actually early in the afternoon because you slept all morning. to get over.
Yep.
You then went and dealt with the thing with Yanda and Milena, which took you to the mid to late afternoon. So currently it is getting dark. Father Hauke does not expect you to travel the streets of the Ruby District during nighttime. In fact, he warns specifically against it. So you have the option
sleepover!
of going in the morning. So you have the you can choose to ignore him and take your chances in the dark.
But if
It
we
is
go
up to
now,
you.
I can't build a blanket fort.
I like Glitch. She's a simple lady for so advanced, for such an advanced processor.
She likes the simple stuff. Blanket fort!
So, what would you like to do? Do you want a chance going out at night? Because you could probably get there in a couple of hours, so you might make it just before nightfall.
We could give it a go, guys. If we want to be spicy about it.
I was. Sorry. It's well and good, but if we can't find shelter when we get there, then we'll be stuck to fend for ourselves. The beasts of the night.
Bubba, how much supplies do you have left? You
If
have at
we
least
stretch
2
the
days
supplies,
left.
let me see. If we ration them, we've got enough for another week to 9 days, I think.
Okay, cool. So, us going now or us going in the morning does not cut your supplies down significantly.
I suppose not.
Right.
Alrighty, tomorrow morning it is then.
So this now gives you
Looking
the
forward.
option of a long rest.
Glitch is just going to spend the night taking apart the friggin' thing. If anyone needs me, I'll be over here in the corner.
Can...
It's actually
Actually, go
better
on.
with a tapestry to not take a long rest, funnily enough.
Unless you
Yeah,
want
But
some
yeah,
hope.
because your thing will wear off.
Because rogue's dodge will wear off, and even if I focus on to get 2 hope overnight, I'm still 1 hope less with it in the morning.
Yeah.
It's actually better for me not to take a long rest.
This is an interesting consideration then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you need
If
to
we
sleep?
It's going to lose it.
No, we can just stay on watch all night.
True.
Do you need
Well,
to
I-
sleep? I can't remember.
We have established he needs to rest. Whether he sleeps is difficult to tell because you can't technically see his eyes.
Not all of us have eyes that we need to rest.
So I leave that up to Gareth to decide.
Honestly, tapestry might actually see the shadows and sort of like find out higher places to see if he can snipe any monsters that end up threatening and come close to snatching up any innocent people.
Okay. He's going to be an actual sentinel.
I am the knight. I am. Well, I'm not. I'm nothing to do with bats, and I wouldn't call myself a man. But other than that,
So are there people who
That's for me thing.
want to have a long rest? Because I know that there are some that have got armor and stress that they need to recover as well.
I'll do that. Working on a project. Oh god.
Ooh,
What was
hello.
that for?
If you long rest, then I get fear back.
Uh-huh.
So that's another consideration. Do you want me to get fear back?
Yeah,
If I
always.
don't long rest, do you get...
You're
one
at
less fear
maximum
back?
fear. What
Yes,
more
I am.
fear can you have?
He is now. He wasn't before.
I say, if
Oh.
I don't long rest, do you get one less point back?
I'm going to go with
we
if
just
the
go now,
majority
it's
are long
probably
resting,
better.
then no, I get the whole, I get the whole caboodle.
If we just go now, it's probably better.
That's don't give him the fear talking, isn't it?
It is.
If
yeah.
you do go now, then I do not get that 7 fear. Yes, I only get the 1 that I rolled earlier.
And Tapestry doesn't have to worry about its thing running out.
Again, it is entirely your call.
Let's go! Come on! We gotta go somewhere. We gotta do
I like it.
something.
The fear of me having a full fear pool is more
Let's go!
is the pressing consideration here for whether you should have a short
So-
or long rest.
We think it's a good couple of hours walking. How
Yes.
long will it take me or Gallowmoor to fly?
You don't fly that much faster, do you?
Fair enough. That's true.
I think they would just don't have to navigate streets, I guess.
But, you know, you would have an advantage being able to do that because you'd be able to see the direction you need to go from up on high and then liaise that back down to the guys on the ground. So, having a pair of lookouts from high above is not a bad thing.
Well,
Okay.
I think that's probably a plan en route.
Then I would like somebody to nominate themselves as the one who is essentially guiding the party and give me an instinct roll just to see how quickly you get there using the directions you've got.
Okay. Has anybody got good instinct?
Feathers has.
One.
I got +1. Has anyone got +2?
Feathers
Feathers.
plus.
Okay.
I think we found our thing. Our person.
Your compass, your guide.
Turns out that dancing illusion is an excellent compass.
Yep, 11 with fear. That's fine then. Yes, unerringly, especially with help from Galar and Kalad doing aerial reconnaissance, you can keep the general direction in your sights and can proceed there. So, assuming that you set off more or less immediately, you think you should be able to get there about an hour before sunset. So, were there any extra supplies you wanted to take, or do you think you're all loaded for bear?
Is there any way to get an extra stress reducing potion for like feathers?
Yeah, you could definitely get that for the rapier that Kalad gave up.
Could we do that then, please? If
Minus
no one
stamina
else
potion.
cares.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will
because
give
feathers has a lot of stress.
a minor stamina potion to Lady Featherington.
Is that all right, Webby? You just seem to have a lot of stress all the time, and it's like
Yeah, feathers is fine. But if you insist.
I mean, feathers is probably
You've got a
fine, but
rally
it'll let
dice
you do
that
stuff.
can just wipe it, so it's up to
There's
you.
that too. But if you want an extra backup with an actual potion, then that's there too.
Not like we used it for anything else. So.
Okay, everybody good? Everybody ready? Everybody think that they are good to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. Change the ambience here. So, Gallowmoor. Webby, something I forgot to note. So I will bring it up now. When Miss Featherington heard Father Frazetti's name, Miss Featherington was assailed by a sudden flash of a memory. A memory of being behind a desk, copying out a holy treatise. when a shabby, wild-eyed man of mid-years comes rushing past with an armful of books. Just as you look to see which way he went, the memory fades away.
Feathers. Yep. Well, Feathers doesn't react. Doesn't tell anyone this.
Uneven cobblestone streets and cracked glass lamps give steady way to lantern posts and dirt paths. The air becomes progressively wetter, colder, and heavier as you follow Father Hauke's directions. Bare trees thrust jagged branches to the slate-grey sky. Your feet start to sink into soft, wet mud as you progress, an uncomfortable cold seeping up into your legs, those of you who might feel it. Soon you start to see the sharp outlines of wooden buildings spearing up out of the earth ahead. The chimneys are smokeless. A light... Pardon me. I just realised you can't see what I can see. A light, dirty mist seems to be slithering between the buildings and barren walkways, growing thicker as you progress. The air is still. No animals, no voices, no breeze, nothing. Miss Featherington, with your high insight, you get the uncomfortable feeling that you are being watched. Arcane sense, the presence of magical people and objects within close range. Yep, all fair and good. It's not that. You don't detect any magic. But that uncomfortable feeling on the back of your neck of someone observing you. Is there anything anybody would like to do? We'll raise a hand to signal stop to the others. Okay.
What? Why are we stopping?
Slowly scans the area. Cool. If you want to give me an insight roll to see what you notice. That was good. Take the hope if you need to, which I don't think you do you?
Nope.
Cool. You get nothing certain. And Khalad similarly. And yes, of course,
senses.
Peter with his acute senses too. But with everyone actively looking around, it was... I mean, if you guys want to roll instinct checks too, to see what you see. Remember, Alex, that you do get an advantage if you are using your keen senses.
What's the worst that can happen?
Smelling the air and listening.
Okay, that is a good one with hope. And as far as Khalad goes, that is a glitch gets one with hope too. Tapestry with hope.
Yay!
Wowza!
More hope.
Hope, hope, and hope. So those of you who rolled with hope, take the hope. If you didn't already and you don't have it full, Gala gets 40 fear. Okay.
Thought I'd help the team.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So I don't think anyone fails there at all. We got one more to go. Let's see. No, that's another one with hope. So nicely done, Khalad. Everyone looking around to try and find it, whatever it is that's watching. You don't get anything certain. But you do notice that clinging to the trees and the wooden walls of the scattered structures are these large moths, whose natural colouring made them almost undetectable at first. Closer inspection shows that these moths have very intricate designs on their broad wings. Almost like markings ancient warriors would paint on their faces before battle. Plus, each wing possesses a large round nodule at the end of their feathery antenna. All of these moths, though, appear dormant, all just clinging sleepily to the surfaces that they are attached to. But they do appear to be the only creatures that you have seen.
That's never a good thing.
And we're just before nightfall, so they're going to start to become active.
So okay, what are the odds that we're going to run into a different type of creature that someone's being forcibly transformed into to fight us?
How about we not
tempting
poke
fate.
How about we not poke them off? Leave the pretty moths where they are,
Does
and
anyone
see if
have a
we can
lamp?
sneak past them.
Does anyone have a lamp? Was that Sean?
Yeah.
Well,
I have a
I
torch.
can make myself turn into a lamp if you want.
Oh my god.
No,
About that.
we don't know if these creatures are dangerous. Please do not.
No, I've
Glow.
just got an image of Tapestry running around going. A bunch of moths behind him.
I am
Like,
the light.
It's like,
I am the light that attracts you.
just running around. I am a flame to a moth. Come here.
So what you saying is, turn into a light, and when all the moths swarm to meet me, just before they kill me, I explode and take them with me.
Great plan. Loving it.
That might empower them.
Just charges up the moths instead. Great.
With nothing else around, the only way forward, the only ways are forward or back the way you came.
The only way is onwards. There is no turning back.
Slowly start heading forward, just trying to pick away without making jerky movements. Noise is not a problem at this point. He's just trying not to make sudden moves that will startle or create something that could attract them.
Okay. No problem. On you go.
Sneak. Sneak, sneak. Sneakity sneak. Don't sneeze.
So, you arrive in an area that seems to contain some farming plots, houses, all of which are quiet, very still. The mist...
Are we talking like zero light?
No. The light you can see is still present, but as you can tell, the shadows are growing longer, which means the sun is starting to go down.
I was just checking the moths hadn't eaten everyone, that was all.
Give me a moment. Something should be starting up, but...
There we are.
Ah, there we go. The mist becomes a fog as it rolls closer. Dirty drifts hovering over the slippery earth. From nearby, there's a flutter, which catches you off guard momentarily as you had become so accustomed to the silence. The sound emanates from a single large moth that is trying to find a spot to settle on a building facing across from you. The rough wood of the building becomes lightly dusted with the particles falling from the moth's wings, but finally it settles. As it does, it spreads its wings wide to display its marvelous patterns. But as you're about to turn away, you notice now that there are a multitude of moths covering the building's veneer. In fact, most buildings you look at can now seem to be enshrouded by small, furry bodies. Ahead, the fog grows thicker, obscuring much, but not so much that you don't manage to make out the silhouette of someone walking, hunched-backed, through the vapors. and I will bring him to your attention. Hopefully he has. Hang on. Yep, he was visible now. He is.
I was about to say, for someone who's going to be old and cantankerous, he looks very young.
Well,
Not gonna lie, Glitch
Indeed.
has just gone sus.
So, this person appears... So this figure emerges from a side street between the two sodden buildings. From what you can make out, this person is clothed from head to foot in rags, which have been roughly tied about their head to obscure their face almost entirely. Only a sliver of space remains to show their eyes, which bulge widely in shock at the sight of you. You flinch for your weapons as the ragged individual starts to charge towards you, waving their arms furiously. You think they're shouting something at you, but the cloth about their mouth makes it hard to hear anything but muffled gibberish. When they're within feet of you, you finally start to make out what they've been shouting at you. Cover your mouths! Don't breathe it in! Eyes madly darting all about, the figure seems to be searching desperately for something. You have to get off the street! They'll see you! Before you have a chance to ask the obvious questions, everyone freezes as they hear an odd, wet shuffling from nearby. Several more figures emerge from the vapours, though they themselves are not covered. What you first mistake to be the hunches of the deformed or the shuffling gait of the sick soon come into horrifying detail. Protruding from beneath still living flesh are the heads, compound eyes, furred legs, or feathered antennae of moths. Some people, harbouring these parasites in their flesh, emit moans as they shuffle towards you. Some appear to be even more horrifying, as huge moths mount their headless bodies, their legs dug into the flesh, seemingly guiding their host's actions from within. As one, every smaller moth covering every building, fence, and tree in the area light up the nodules on their antennae, casting a multitude of eerie red glowing points. From the designs on their wings, eyes snap open to regard you.
I think they saw us, guys.
Now, I'm going to pause it for just a second here on that eerie note, as I request assistance from somebody that's nearby to see to this little cat that I've got desperately trying to get my attention.
Yeah, I've got one of those. Currently subduing it with much head pats.
My boy's been sicky poops for the last couple of days, so if he's hungry, that's actually a good sign, but I can't actually get to it right now. So, I'm going to unpause, and I'm going to throw us into initiative. This, as you can imagine, is a rather big initiative. As the creature's coming shuffling towards you, this young fella clad in rags seems very alarmed about. And he actually joins your number as we go into combat. You get to start, of course, because they were slow and you saw them coming. What would you like to do, and who would like to do it?
You know what? No one else did it, and they're far enough away that I can do something before they reach us. This guy looks like he's a bit different to the rest. We're gonna go
Okay.
make it so he hurts less. If he looks like he might be a problem.
Okay, so Glitch has requested the spotlight and gets it, unless anybody has any other ideas.
Nope.
Alright then.
I am now desperately trying to remember what the thing is that I have to put on that does that. Oh, it's Blighted Strike, that's it. We're good, we're fine. We're just gonna do a basic. I would just like to debuff him.
Oh my
Or I
god.
can just get a crit.
Again, you start a combat with a crit.
I'm sorry!
So take a hope and mark off a stress if you need to.
I didn't have one. I'll just roll
Yes,
it.
the
Oh, and I rolled
Mothman
it.
gifts are coming out in force. But also roll damage. That was Blighting Strike. So,
It was, and I did it on this little bat guy, so like, if he lives, the aim is just to like ag them all with it.
oof. Okay.
Oh, I killed him. Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently they're kind of squishy.
Right, I will actually.
Oh no, it's going to explode into spores.
I'll say, yeah, that was a legitimate crit. That was a legitimate hit. That's fine. Kaboom! Big hit with Blighted Strike. So that was a big spell surge that fires out from Glitch's gun, engulfs that creature, and yeah. How would you like to destroy this thing?
Well, she does her usual bit, but instead of just winging it, she accidentally aimed at its head, just kind of exploded. And then
So,
she's just
by
there going,
aiming at its head,
meant
what
to
you
wing
actually
it.
did was hit the moth that seems to be riding,
Yep.
piloting this creature.
Yep.
So-
it's a
Go,
lot
Glitch
lot
going,
squishy.
this is a warning shot, ban. A very powerful warning shot.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, she accidentally shot it in the face.
Moth version of Robotech. It's piloting things.
So all that's
she's
left-
now looking a little sad.
So all that's left in the headless body, the twitching headless body, is some of the leg stalks that were that were severed from the
that's
rest of
gross.
the body when you shot the moth. So yeah, there is a puff
Oh,
of
you know what? That's
dust.
gross.
That's about it. That was a crit, but
But it was also with fear.
I'm going to spend a fear.
Oh no.
So
I just
that...
meant to wing it to see how durable they were and tag
You
it.
found out.
Not very durable.
Right.
Oh,
I am going
another one's
to...
turned up.
It wasn't me, I didn't do it.
Meeny, miny. You know what? I'm going to make this entirely random. I'm going to roll a d6. I'm going to go alphabetically. 1 is Galar, 2 is Glitch, etc. Da-di-da-di-da. Roll a d6. Here we go. Who's it going to be? It's going to
My
be Glitch!
I'd like a vacation. I'd like a reroll, please. Thank you.
I'm going to spend...
Isn't Father Francis what? You know.
That's a good
Actually,
point.
aren't you? Wouldn't Glitch be 1 because?
Galar.
Oh, Galar.
Calab
Yes.
comes before.
Let's do the alphabet, Alex.
Yes.
A-B-C.
I went over everything and for some reason the name didn't pop up, so I was sitting there going, wait a minute, I know there's something else
Oh
here,
my
but I
God.
can't see it.
You know, I was thinking, am I going to be F or M? So I'll take the M.
So, a storm of dust blows up around in the general area around Glitch. I'm going to have you make a strength reaction roll, please.
Oh,
Can you not breathe?
I don't know if I breathe or not. So this will be interesting.
We're about to find out.
We don't know if mannequins require breathing or if they just imitate it.
Ooh, so that is a pass. That is a definite pass. You are fine. But an interesting sensation
dice
happens
saved
when you feel the dust settle. Now, yes, you are a mannequin. You don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't breathe. You don't get sick, any of that stuff. But when the dust falls on Glitch, the oddest sensation of a tingling itch is just there. And you've never felt such a thing before, to your knowledge. It is this weird, electrical, uncomfortable tingle that seems to hover over your arms or your face or your head or anywhere that might be partially exposed, even places that aren't. It is a most unnerving feeling.
Well, that's Glitch distracted for a while now.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. That is me having spent a fear. So you guys get to go next. Who would like to go now?
And yes, Feathers, she is telling you that.
Miss Featherington. Baboosh. Right, what would Miss Featherington like to do?
No, they're very far. He's close.
We could move closer.
They ain't moving.
That's effort. What are you talking about?
Are these still here?
Oh yeah.
They've gone. It's fine. It's just from a distance. Weirdly, it looked like the token had gone translucent.
That might be because some of the fog is rolling over them and making them appear less... Because the fog is the same dirty brown as the dirt, so it might make them appear like they are slightly translucent. What's happening is there's a slight fog effect going over now and then.
Mm.
More like a mist. But what would you like to do, Miss Featherington?
Wow.
You have the spotlight. What would you like to do with it?
Party like 1999.
It would be really nice if you told me. So, yes, you were targeting this creature over there, it seems, and you're using Unleash Chaos. Okay, that was a hit with Hope, so take a Hope.
We don't need it.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh. Should do that.
You are
Anyone else
manipulating.
with low
Okay,
hope,
so
just go hit Ireland?
stress.
It's already gone up.
Cool. I thought as much.
Roll. I'm attacking an additional target.
Which additional target?
Go for.
So Shift T will allow you to target multiples. So there we go. But those two. Okay, cool. Damage was only 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damage 5 on that.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
I gotta do.
So we select these two guys. Let me just make sure that those count as the targets.
There we go again.
I didn't hear it that time. That made me sad.
I did.
It did go off, but it was a lot lower than it was the first time you did it, so...
It sounded more like
Okay,
a
it did count
Transformers
that one.
transforming noise to me. So.
Yeah, that one dies, as does that one in a... Oof. Puff, puff. Which one is that one? Because it doesn't seem to be registering that you have defeated. And what happens is, as soon as they die, a big cloud of dust erupts from both of them.
Called it.
Oof, oof.
Reasons to
So
let your long range test things first.
So as soon as that those bright well, what is it? It's not a ball of energy, is it? It's like reality folding in on itself. You've said so.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, both bodies just come apart and become dust. This big cloud of dust. Which seems to hover in the air somewhat and doesn't necessarily dissipate right after they occurred. So, that was with Hope. I am gonna use a fear to have. Let me see. I'm going to spotlight this fellow all the way over here. Bing! Okay. He is going to move. He is going to spend all of his actions moving. Gets right up close. You can see that this one is literally a person with a hump on his back, but the hump is actually the head of an insect, the moth, underneath his skin, and there's one of its compound eyes just sticking out from a breach where the skin is split. As he just comes tumbling towards you. I'm going to make a roll here because agility. Ooh. So he just kind of stumbles and falls and lands kind of there. That was great. My first roll, and it was a 1. Their first roll, and it's a crit. Of course.
It's how it works.
Not that I'm bitter or anything, but there we go.
No!
Peter has requested the spotlight.
Glitch is indeed throwing shade, by the way, on the poor blending of these two things.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Peter moves up.
I'm going to see if I can knock it into its friends.
Sure, sure.
And I'm not 100% sure I'll need to go for the hope push. So I'm not got.
On a success, you deal damage and knock them back, and on a success with hope, deal d6. Additionally, you can spend a hope to make them temporarily vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm not spending the hope, so I'm just giving it a go.
I didn't see it extract a hope from you.
Yeah, I said no. I chose not to because I didn't want to make it vulnerable.
So it does give you I can't see what options it gives
Yeah.
you. So I'm assuming. That was a successful hit with hope, so roll damage and take a hope. Alright, so you rear back and look to smash the thing into its fellows, but when you make impact, it just comes apart.
I was afraid that was going to happen, but I was just trying to best to push it back.
So,
Oh dear.
Yay, am I right?
unfortunately, well, fortunately, yes, you've destroyed it. What happens, however,
Yep.
is its death burst goes off. Which... So when it dies, all creatures that are not already infected. Not that I'm hinting or anything. So a big cloud goes off. Poof, in that area. Strength reaction roll from Peter, please.
Oh just there, watching this
dear!
stop right
That's
before
not
his
good
toes.
usual for you, is it?
What happened?
Dear.
I rolled very low.
Did you forget how to strunk?
I'm about to have a strong.
Probably.
So, Peter,
it's-
within his effort
Did you use your rally dice?
I
it's
don't
gonna
think I can
save
use
it.
it after the fact. I don't think I can use it after the fact, can I?
Davis?
It's not been resolved yet.
Hasn't it?
He's not told you if you passed or failed, it could be a 5 for arena.
Davis, the text for your rally dice, please.
Right, can spend the rally dice to roll it, adding the result to the action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or to clear a number of stress equal to the result.
So he had to have made the active choice to spend his
To use it.
bard when he did his reaction roll.
Which I didn't.
Yes.
So, you know, he would have had the button to press to actually tick to say use
Yeah.
the bardic reaction dice, which he didn't. He chose not to. Okay. So, Peter, with the intention of trying to knock this thing back, underestimates how fragile these things are, and when he makes contact with his weapon, it just explodes in a cloud of dust, which unfortunately happens just as he takes a breath in. So it's now in his lungs. He's coughing. His breathing is now difficult, and it's also making his skin very, very irritated. You now have a disadvantage on whatever actions you take next.
It's actually worse than this. It says all rolls for 1 turn.
So, because turn is subjective, it's essentially until when when the spotlight comes around to you next, and between then. And if you're asked to make other reaction rolls, yes, it'll be at a disadvantage. When it comes around to you're having the spotlight again, you will have a disadvantage. But as soon as that goes, you'll be all right again.
Do I
Is that
mark
clear?
stress as well?
Hmm?
Oh, it's good. Oh,
they must roll on the
if it
moth
happens
mutation.
again.
So if it happens again, well. Now, your newcomer seems almost okay because he's got the wrappings around him. But yes, you've now learnt something. So, that was it was actually an attack with Hope. And Galar has requested the spotlight, so I am inclined to allow it. What does Galar wish to do with the spotlight?
Fly away from that cloud immediately.
Exit stage left.
So yeah, I'll activate my wings and fly directly up, I guess.
Okay, you can alter your elevation just to show. Yep, there we go. 25, which is roughly close range. Okay, Ruby, straight up. The Pope of Nope declares not today.
Not today, thank you. And then, how far is Beacon?
From your vantage point, you can actually see, just north of your position, the fog that's rolling in appears to be darker and more dense. Until you realise that's not fog. That's lots and lots and lots and lots of moths, all in a horde, essentially, all in a great cloud of them, all of them heading slowly in this direction, and as they're beating their wings, all of that dust is spilling from them, creating the fog that's rolling in. I am now activating a countdown.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am going to start this at 4. Just for this encounter, no looping. There we go. So, what do you want to do with the rest of your turn, your spotlight?
I'm gonna fire a beacon bolt at the moth over.
The one being piloted by a moth. Okay.
Yeah.
So, calling upon the holy powers, patron spirit, or whatever god/goddess, god being. Ah, that is a miss with fear. You really have the worst luck with these bolt beacons, considering they are meant to make things bright and shiny and easier to hit.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said bolt beacon, I was like, I wonder if I hit with it.
Never.
Currently not easy answer.
Yep.
I am going to therefore gain the spotlight without having to pay for it.
It's not even worth praying for that one. It's not even close.
It's like, oh,
Right.
no. Yeah, spending a prayer dice would do nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. Your call is important to us. Call back later.
I'm going to select you. Okay.
All of our staff are currently in staff training.
This one rushes in and goes for Khalad. There are none. So I'm just going to do a regular attack. This person swipes at you with their hand, but it turns out this one is less a hand and more one of the moth inside of the poor buggers. Pointed legs, and actually does hit you. Now roll damage. Minimum damage. Deal damage. Should give you the request now. There you go. Take it on the armor. Okay, cool. That was
Promptly asks, was it trying?
that. Well, that was my turn, and that was my feeble attack, and that was all I could do. The spotlight can go back to you guys. Who wants it?
Oh, I'll probably
Who
warn
hasn't
them
gone
about
yet?
this.
Tapestry hasn't gone yet.
I was just
Khalad
going
has gone.
to say,
Yeah.
I was considering doing something rather stupid.
My favourite.
Okay. Given the raggy guy said we need to get off the streets, and we got a huge swarm coming in from, and he said they'll see you. I want to sort of like say to them, find a way to get off the streets. I'll try and lure them away, and I want to basically go over to here with some shadows, sort of like from the tree, and use that to shadow step some distance away. So, if that's okay. This is all part of
Alright.
my action. And I should be able to... How far? I can go far. Just trying to see where is far enough away that's
Yep.
actually in vision of them. Oh, so I'll do something. If I'm really going to be stupid, I may as well be really stupid. I'll go right onto the top of the building.
Okay.
And then, for my action... if it'll actually appear in the... Thank you very much.
Glow!
I'm going to try and actually start glowing as well as I can to get all the moth's attention on me, to try and get the rest of the team a chance to get out of here and find shelter somewhere. Because today, Tapestry's identity is apparently the death-wished hero.
He is lamp.
Yeah. And basically you go, look! Don't you all want to come and look at the pretty lights?
Okay.
God damn it, live to your stereotypes!
Live to your stereotype.
Okay.
Oh,
In which
fantastic.
case, I'm going to take that invitation. Because you didn't do anything, you didn't attack, you didn't miss, I'm going to spend a fear.
Yep.
Let's see, which one is that? That's that one.
When they get close enough to touch him, do they just go, ow, ow?
This one, the
This
moth
bounce
on-
against him ineffectively.
The moth piloting the body spreads its wings and beats them really big and hard, and there's a small puff of dust as it flies up. But as it lands close by, it billows its wings out, and a great cloud, a big dust cloud, spreads out and covers everything in to that distance in a thick cloud of dust, cloying and difficult to see, essentially masking the creature's exact location. You know it's there, so its presence is obvious, so pardon me for that. momentary slip. So anybody outside looking in, all you can see is a vast cloud of dust on the top of that. So where Tapestry was glowing brightly, now there's this eerily lit cloud of brown dust. And this allows me to do this, spend a fear to do that. Which then allows me to complete my turn by having the creature make its actual action, which is an attack from an unexpected quarter, which manages to actually hit. It does reveal it.
Once again, I don't think Rogue's Dodge has ever helped me.
Well, I rolled 2 and I got an 18, so I got over what you normally do. But it makes a certain degree of sense. You know, Rogue's Dodge ordinarily, yes, definitely. This one used its cloud of particles to its advantage and hits with its surprise attack. How much damage will it do? As it stabs you from an unexpected quarter and does 11 damage. Hit points and armor. Okay, but that is all it does. So, back to you guys. Who wants the spotlight?
I think it's Khalad next. He's the only one that hasn't gone.
Khalad? Alright,
Oh
Khalad
dear.
gets the spotlight. You are in an interesting position now.
Because you've seen the demonstration of what happens if we hit them.
Yeah. Which leads me to the question. Do I stay here? Right, how far is it you can move again? Anywhere within...
You can move up to close range without needing to take any kind of test. If you want to move far or very far, then you're going to have to make an agility roll. Well, you can. If you're going to move far, you can make an agility roll. If you crit it, you can move very far.
Yeah, if you crit it, it's going to pop.
Yeah, if you crit it, you achieve escape velocity, which, in that regard, that was an agility check, so you are looking to run as fast as you can. Ooh, that was just short. But where were you looking to get to? There. I say you will get there. You almost make it.
Okay. Cool.
But you do enter into that cloud, so I will require you to now make a strength reaction roll.
No, none of those apply.
And unfortunately, you have lots of eyes to irritate. That was a strength check of 5. Now, so, like with Peter, your next rolls, which will happen now, potentially, are going to be a disadvantage. As your eyes, all of your eyes, are now very irritated.
Yep.
And it's making the back of your throat itch. Psionic Rapier. You are applying the charged business to it. Sean, is the agility roll to get a distance... Does that end your spotlight effectively, or...? Or can you still take an action at the end of it? Because I don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, he's made the roll and just about made it. Let's let him have his.
If
Let's
I
let
don't
him
get
have
it,
his
that's
action.
fine, I won't.
No, I'll do it. I'll bite. You charged your psionic rapier. It's time to hit. Your rolls are as bad as mine.
I failed miserably.
You do
It's
get a
perfectly
hope.
Fine, though. You've got hope.
You do get a hope, but you do swing and miss, which isn't unexpected considering that should have been at disadvantage.
Yeah, it does waste the action.
And
Okay.
then the
You
spotlight would go to the
essentially
GM.
miss, which gives me
Cool.
a chance to act.
I just realised there's a countdown.
Yes.
Wow,
Did you get
what
told?
have you been for the last 10 minutes, babe?
It's the fear
Not
counter
paying
box.
attention at least.
No. My the fear counters appeared over the countdown. So every time I looked, I just saw the fear dice. I didn't even see the thing behind it because it completely blocks it out for me.
Mm.
I only just realised, wait a minute, there's a corner of something behind it. I moved it. For some reason, it always loads up with one over the other.
Right. So, Khalad is now very close.
Oh, yes,
so
yeah.
I am going to activate one of these guys. This one will do.
Sean has answered your query, by the way, Matt.
Which was feeling
failing
unusual
in
to move
defend-
beyond close range in combat causes the spotlight to pass to the GM. Okay, we'll bear that in mind for next time. I mean, you
All
swung
I
and
got
you missed
out of
anyway.
that one was a stress marker, so I didn't really do very much.
But you tried, and that was the important thing. And the other important thing is, it's not just me getting the bad rolls at the moment, so that's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, so... going to spend a fear. So have all the moth possessed, not hide from view, but choose a target. It's gonna be Khalad. All the creatures within close range all move to within melee range, so very close. Melee,
Oh,
close.
goody!
So will they all come in and try and job you all at the same time? They do one shared attack roll. So let's do it. I get a 6. So even with all of his eyes streaming irritated, you can still see them coming. He wards off the attacks easily enough. Okay, that was my spotlight. It is now back to you guys. Who would like to spotlight next? I mean, Glitch started us
Anyone
off,
else wants
so
to?
yep, okay. Glitch gets the spotlight. So now you know what you know.
Well, Khalad's already got stuff. What happens if he... Do we know what happens if someone gets hit twice, guys? By the same
Yes, it's in the thing you had to take. We start mutating.
I know what it says in the thing, but do we know?
Oh, good
You
point.
don't.
Sorry.
Not yet. We'll figure it
You
out.
weren't using Glitch's voice, so I didn't actually know if you were asking or Glitch was asking. My
Glitch has a
defense.
voice. Okay.
Glitch does have a voice, actually. It's very distinctive. Your pitch
Okay.
goes just a slight level higher.
You go a bit
I
manic. You
get
can.
hit twice. You know what? Never mind. I'll just test it. Hang on a minute.
There we are.
Hey, Khalad. Hold your breath.
Could you just kill some of the others? Because I can actually handle those.
Blighting Strike. Who are you hitting? You are hitting...
I'm just recalibrating because he's just asked me to change who I'm hitting. So I'm just gonna go do that right now.
You can ignore me. That's up to you.
No. You said you can handle it. She's gonna leave you to it.
How did Khalad die? Where?
Khalad knew
Overconfident.
his
Confidence.
He knew his killer. Someone who wanted to see what type of mutations he gets from hitting a moth person.
21 with
Worse.
hope. Take the hope. That is a hit.
Done.
Roll damage. Apply effects.
Boom. Boom. Significantly less than the first time, but
Okay, so 5 essentially takes that one out, which means that the cloud erupts on that guy.
Glitch is
Now, let's
also
see.
going to move.
Not enough to trigger a second. Okay.
Moth lad!
And then Glitch is going to move away a bit.
That was with hope.
It was indeed. Someone else can have a turn. They're very fragile. They don't take much to kill. Smash them!
Khalad has requested the spotlight. Is everyone okay with this? With Khalad jumping in now?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
He's Khalad.
Okay.
Khalad gets
Muffle it.
I
Khalad
have
gets
a terrible plan.
the
Okay.
best sort.
Right.
I like terrible plans.
So, plan part 1.
Charge the rapier.
Charge the rapier. Right.
So there's a
Plan
crackling
part-
actinic glow going on from within that dust cloud.
Been around,
Part
killing all
2.
3, exploding all of them.
That was actually the terrible plan. With the words, not today, I am not dying today. That's definitely not in my requirements for today.
I did it.
So-
Attack that one for 12 with hope is a hit. Roll damage. A 2 doesn't matter because we know how fragile these things are. You deal a 4, which defeats that one, which causes, you guessed it, poof.
Explosion!
Strength reaction roll, please. Using your rally dice, very good. You get a 15, which is a pass. Nice.
Right. Now this is where the stupid comes in.
Quick. So he's going to use a stress to make another attack.
Oh, I see what you mean by where the stupid comes in now. Right, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one. That's 26 with fear. That is a big, big hit. Roll damage. Oof, minimum damage, but still enough to... Which one was it? This one?
Pinata, pinata, pinata.
Which one is that? Oof. Another cloud goes off. Another strength reaction roll from Khalad, please.
Oh dear.
Ah.
That one might be in range. I'll pray for Mothland.
Okay, cool. So if you pray for Mothland and spend one of your prayer dice.
Yeah, I'll spend one of the 4s, so that becomes a 12.
Cool, which is what you need to pass, which is very good.
Okay.
So, divine strength flows into you even when you feel
Now-
slightly weak.
Based off that being divine intervention, should I stop there?
I've got
It's
another one.
entirely up to you.
Would you like to
That's
defend-
a no!
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go all in.
you have
Do
a,
it.
you have a hankering for lamps. Lampy, lampy,
Chaos will reign, damn it.
Hankering for lamps. That's the point.
Right.
You just go to a furniture showroom and just go.
I am also still determined I am not dying with this today. This is a horrible...
Question:
Ooh,
have
that's
you
a
already
good one.
taken the stress for that hit?
Yeah, but I've got a potion of it, so I'll be alright.
Okay, I was just thinking because if you hadn't and then you
16
failed,
with fear
you'd
is
take another stress and
hit.
snap.
Roll damage. Minimum damage again, but we know from experience that that is enough to... Oof.
Right.
Another explosion goes
Let's
off.
go,
Another
Mothra.
strength reaction roll, please.
Come on, you can do it.
That is a 10. Would you Adam and Eve it? That was enough. Now, let us not mince words here. You are surrounded by itchy, stinging, irritating dust, and it is now everywhere.
Yes.
Your eyes are red and streaming. It is an irritant in the throat. You are coughing, you're having to hold one hand across your face so that you can breathe properly, and even then, You can feel it. It's making your mouth, your tongue, the back of your throat. Your lungs are itching.
Unfortunately, I don't think I've got any movement.
No!
You're developing a taste for curtains.
But that was a pretty hefty do. What I am going to do then is I'm going to take one of those fears that you gave me, and I am going to spend it to activate this fellow, and I am going to spend another fear to have him activate 4 of these fine folks. Have them all. They make it to there. As they all come charging in, I'm going to have to make them do an agility roll. Oof, that was an 8, so they don't get as far as I wanted, just like there. So a cluster of them charge. That's me. Tapestry.
Okay.
Alright, what does Tapestry want to do now that he's got the spotlight?
Well, apparently I'm in mortal combat with this guy who's trying to block my light. Mortal combat. So
Mortal
Mortal combat, yeah.
I will accept all of these puns.
I'm going to shoot him point blank, because I remember from the fight in the church, that is just a normal kind of a shot, weirdly
Correct.
enough. But I'm gonna use my rally dice, because I know I'm doing this at disadvantage because of the dust cloud.
Yep. So that will cancel.
So I am going to spend a hope to try and draw on someone else's identity by using my found family ability.
Ooh.
So I am going to draw on Pieter's Orderborn ability and use his value No Mercy to the Corrupt. I like to think anyone who can see my very indistinct shape glowing within this dust cloud seems to momentarily kind of swell a bit, almost taking on a wolf-like form for a moment. So
Nice.
I spend that hope, and it allows me, when I make this roll, to use a d20 as my hope die.
Very good.
Right then, so you might have to bear with me because I need to work out how.
Did you just take dedication from me?
He didn't take it from you, he mimicked it.
Borrowing
No,
it.
Yeah.
no. Oh, no,
just
no,
to let you know
it's
as well.
a permanent thing.
Yeah. I basically once per last between long rests can actually use one of your thingamajigs.
One of anyone's
abilities.
feet.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Ancestry
literally kind of drawing on your
Dedication.
identity. As a side effect, Pieter, you gain 1 hope from this.
Yeah. Well, no, I just read the second bit saying it's permanent. That's why I was just like,
Every time you
so
make
I get
a
this-
roll as Tapestry,
Yep.
you should be able to change the hope and fear dice to be whatever type of dice
Yep.
you want.
So I change hope to d20.
Mhm.
So I gain that, and I put in a bardic rally die. And because I'm tapping, I'm going to spend another point of hope, because I'm tapping into someone else's identity to invoke the experience. Identity is a transient tool.
Putting it all in
I
there.
think
All
I'm going to
right.
give myself back that up because I think it automatically takes it. Okay, I really hope that this all pays off now.
That's pretty awesome. Oh, it goes up and it goes down. A 10 with hope.
Okay.
It was a miss.
Oh,
Why is the disadvantage dice?
It was a miss with hope.
because there's a disadvantage die because I'm in the middle of a dust cloud, which gives me disadvantage to it. But do I still get the hope point?
You still get the hope point, absolutely.
Okay. In that case, for my movement, I will move out of the dust cloud so my light can shine and distract the swarm again.
Right. To that end,
It's
because
not,
you missed with hope,
Yeah.
I am going
It
to...
did give Pieter a point of hope himself. Hopefully he can use that.
Because it was a miss, Spotlight is going to pass back to me, and I am going to take it for this guy here. It is indeed going to be drawn in Tapestry's direction. I can't activate more than one, so he's just going to climb up and end his turn there. Miss Featherington has requested the Spotlight. The Spotlight is yours. What is it Miss Featherington wishes to do?
Right, so attack the one in front of me.
Attack the
Or
one
not.
in front of you. That was a 9 with hope, which is a miss, but it's still with hope. So gain a hope if you have the space.
I have no space for hope.
And that is a miss, so I will activate.
Hang on. Oh, it's damage dice. Damn it! I was going to use volatile magic to spend 3 hope, but you know.
Oh well, because it was a miss, I'm going to activate this one, who's going to come within very close range.
That's fine. I wanted him to come near me anyway because Glitch told me that I need to experience this effect.
Wait, what?
Glitch is insidious that way. I rolled a 4, which is a blatant miss. These
I don't know what you're
guys
talking
are not that good.
At the very start of the combat, you said you need to experience this, Miss Featherington.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a funky thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed that you
told
like
Feather-
experiencing things.
You
so
told
share
Featherington
it.
needs to experience something. Yeah.
Peter has requested the Spotlight. I shall give Peter the Spotlight.
Not bad. 2.0.
I just want to try and. I would like to try and do the equivalent of a grapple and just throw this thing away.
Sure.
I'm trying not to actually break it.
Just be a strength check against
Ow. Are you taking away my girl's experience? Rude. So
I
rude.
don't know you're trying to do it for a
So rude.
for a laugh.
Don't know whether Feathers would get angry or not.
this. 15
I
with
don't-
hope means
Yeah.
that you have successfully grabbed this creature. It is now restrained.
I hope it explodes in your face.
Am I able to lob it? Or do I have to wait till next turn?
For now, it was enough of a battle to try and grab the thing. Actually moving it, throwing it, beating it, whatever you want to do will be on your next Spotlight. But
Okay.
that was with hope, so if you've got space, which it doesn't look like you do, okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
can I request the initiative?
You're gonna be a dick, aren't you?
I feel like Feathers would react, so I'm fine with it.
Do it.
Is everyone
You
alright
brought
for
it.
Miss Featherington having the Spotlight?
Well, there's a dust cloud between me and them, so Tapestry has no idea how they're failing to actually listen to his "I'll draw them away, you actually get to safety," like the guy said.
We're very good
Considering-
at tactics.
Considering past experience, you should expect it by now.
I mean, if
Everybody
If
go left.
Feath-
Why are you going right?
if Feathers wants to spend some hope, we could tag team roll this one, and I can throw a bolt beacon and miss it.
Shoot it. I don't mind.
Oh, optimism. Miss Featherington requested the Spotlight. I had given Miss
I'll
Featherington
just
the Spotlight.
do
What
it.
do you want to do with it?
The thing though is that you Glitch has told her to experience it. You're holding it in front of her.
Then run into the thick cloud of it and dance. That still is the same thing.
That's not
the
experiencing the same thing.
Yeah, it's like experiencing the clouds
That's a
coming
con-
back you first.
Technically, it's worse because Kaz got the concentrated dosage.
Can I use my Descent of Madness as an experience token?
Sure.
Just hit the damn thing.
It's probably the only
If you
D&D
feel you
group
need
that's ever
to.
been like, I want to experience the bad thing.
16 with hope is a success.
More
Take that hope, and if you have a if you're
got
making a damaged attack, then roll damage. That is apparently that is 8. Okay. Oof. explosion. I require both Miss Featherington and Peter to make strength reaction rolls, please.
Can I fail it?
You want to voluntarily fail it?
I want to voluntarily fail it.
Yeah. In which case, Miss Featherington, similar to
I rolled
Glitch.
1 on my rally dice.
Cool. Oh yeah, so I see.
Oh, sweetie.
You got a 6. Ooh.
Thanks, Webby.
You'll be fine.
No, I roll on the mutation table.
Yes, you do.
You're fine.
Miss Featherington now has disadvantage as she is experiencing the same very curious sensation that Glitch did when she first experienced the dust, in that it's landing on Miss Featherington's body, and she's registering it as this bizarrely irritating electrical current. So for the moment, it gives you disadvantage on any and all of your ones. But yes, we have a mutation roll to make, don't we? I would like you to roll me a d4, please, Alex, if you could. 1. Okay. Something happens in Peter as this dust cloud now floods him, and he unfortunately fails to fight it off. You now orientate yourself according to bright light sources, so you must remain within very close range of a light source, or you gain disadvantage on every roll. Plus, you automatically fail any agility roll to attempt to move further than close range in a turn.
Is this a permanent thing?
For the moment, until I tell you that it's gone away, yes.
Is there something I need to an effect or something, or?
For the moment, no. For the moment, it is you now orientate yourself according to light sources.
Could have been worse. Should be happy.
worse.
We always carry torches.
I suppose at the moment as well I'm flying, so I'm emitting light.
Yeah, and there's a bright light
Which
on the...
mean
Yeah, tapestry is definitely.
yes, but they're both in places where I can't get to, so I'm going to automatically fail.
You could light a torch.
Yeah.
You could
Oh,
light a torch.
Chuck it on the floor.
I have to put down a weapon or a shield.
You could ask someone else to light the torch for you.
It's fine, there's no other enemies close.
Galar has requested the spotlight. Is it okay if we move to Galar?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I'm the only
Galar,
one
you've
that's not
requested the spotlight.
missed.
What are you doing with it?
Can I see this guy? Is he...
It's difficult to see into the cloud from so far away. You could try, but it will be at disadvantage.
I'll take that little miss anyway, so...
Oh.
Let's fly a little bit closer, just to make sure. We'll go up a
But
bit.
just to so you can deliberately see the mist.
That's it, make sure. And... Bolt beacon now, I guess we like bolt beacon. None of that applies, disadvantage applies. Go.
Okay, that's not bad. What have we got? That is a hit! That is a hit! It's a hit! He hit with Bolt Beacon at last, everybody. Applause.
Oh my god.
It'll only do 1 damage though, you know.
Take the
Well,
hit.
it'll do minimum of 3.
It's a glowing light, so the moth walked into the bolt beacon.
So, yes, the creature is now outlined quite nicely with purple sparkly sprinkles, and you do 12 damage.
I believe that's called deleted.
Which means it explodes in a puff of light and dust.
Oh, there goes my shiny.
So your shiny is spread across more of an area now, actually. It illuminates the roof of this
Purple
building.
sparkly mist. It's an improvement.
But yeah, well, there we are. That's another one down.
That's okay. You should combine with my thing to actually draw the swarm away from the street, given the rest of the team the opportunity to not escape.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I'm in the sky, so I might be drawing which might help.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the roof. I think we are being Operation Draw the Fins Away, and they're being Operation Let's Lick Moths.
So, let's see, how long have we got? Galar and Tapestry, from your high vantage point, you can see that the clouds of moths are now getting much, much closer. And it is a matter of very little time left before they actually manage to get to you. And then you're going to be facing not just these things, but clouds of these dust-spewing moths. There's one place that looks like it might be safe. This building up yonder. It appears to be a pretty sturdy brick building and has doors and lockable windows. If you can get folks in there before the moths arrive, you might be able to, well, essentially lock it and stop them from coming in. Get yourself a safe space.
Well, that's convenient, so we'll divert them towards us with our light. And then the other guys, I'm sure, will notice this and do the sensible thing and go for safety. And then we can make it a mad flying / shadow jumping dash to try and get in there.
In which case, I will say that the fellow in the rags notices where you both look and nods up at Galar in order to say, yes, the tavern! If we get to the tavern, it should be sturdy enough to protect us. And starts waving his arms frantically at everybody to try and get it to follow him in the direction of the tavern. Spotlight can still go to one of you guys, I think, because Galar's just finished, but finished with a hope, so...
Go on,
Who
Callad.
hasn't been?
Callad's not been for a while.
Callad's not been for a while? Okay.
Do it.
Who's Callad?
See if you can pull off yet another,
Well,
Galahad,
Galahad,
Galahad.
really amazing goal of this so far,
Don't
which
come
is get out of the itchy.
Yes.
This is a really cunning plan, and currently involves landing here and drinking a stamina potion.
Which gives you 4 back. Nice. Apply
Which
healing
means
to yourself.
I now have no use stamina. Right. Okay. Is anybody struggling on anything at the moment?
Not especially, I don't think. I mean, Glitch has been moving away from incomings. Should really be moving around the puffs of
I'm working on it.
exploding. So yeah, and Peter and Miss Featherington are having their own experiences right now. So
Oh, undo that. Right. Peter's down 1 stress. Featherington's down 4.
What?
Tapestry's kind of out of range.
But stress.
Right. I could clear 2 stress off Featherington.
It's fine. If you're applying healing.
Well, less healing.
Is
More
any
just
sick?
telling you to be better. Primitives.
okay, it seems that Callad has cleared for stress and has cleared somebody else's. Inspirational words, clear stress. There we are. So the target is Miss Featherington, who can clear 1 stress.
1. Okay, that's fine. I'll put that back in.
I rolled badly. I rolled a 1 on a 1. There was no dice involved. It just rolled it for no reason.
Roll better.
It wasn't a D anything. It was a 1.
1. Liverpool 2, Bristol Park Rangers 1.
And on the pool's results, 7.
Which you have to be a certain age to actually remember, so I'm going to stop right there. Right.
Right there.
Well, it is now 10 o'clock. Can I now assume that plan run to the tavern is what's going to occupy people here?
I guessed we could run to the tavern.
I mean, I can't run until the light starts going in front of me, so...
Someone take a torch for Moth Boy there.
Can I plan my route?
Yeah, but no one else knows this, so you can't just spark up a light.
Is Featherington willingly subjecting herself to a mutation?
Sorry.
Yes.
Alright. Roll a d4.
I love how resigned you are, that Matt. You're just like,
Ooh.
Free.
Powdery flesh.
Ah!
Whenever you take damage from now on, you mark an additional hit point.
She's going to be
I shall be
amazed by
avoiding
that
all
because
of
the
the
porcelain's
dust.
just starting to peel off.
Yep.
You're finally one of the squishy meat bags.
I've already been a squishy
wow.
meat bag.
So essentially, the remaining moth people are the ones that are scattered about here. There's one moth-piloted creature that tries to intercept you, but seems to become more sluggish and quiescent the moment that you hear the well, what does the sound of 100 moths all flapping their wings at once sound like?
Inexplicably, it sounds like a horde of people going rhubarb, 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 rhubarb.
I'm going to say no.
I imagine it'd be a low hum.
So there's that and the sound of air displacement coming your way that signals that it's incoming.
Yeah. Matt, can I try and have Tapestry get down to the ground and like try and divert these sort of like spore-infected people away to give them more room?
Yep. Which works. You do start diverting them, although Peter seems to start wanting to go in that direction too. But, yep, you start drawing more of them to you as you open up the avenue for your fellows to go. Curiously enough, the headless body being piloted by a moth, as it seems to sense the other hordes of moths coming in, takes a step back and allows you your path. As you all start running, along with the fellow in the rags, start booting it in whatever way that you do towards the tavern over there.
Does Peter tell us he needs a light?
No, he doesn't know why. He's just going to be, I've attracted to it and there's lights about. So
Yeah, but
Anyway.
he'd be
Galar
heading
flying,
towards them. He doesn't know what's
Follow-
happened to him. He just
follow
knows
Galar.
he feels different, and then people would notice if those Galar or whoever is glow the brightest basically steps away. Peter would readjust himself to his quite close to
So
running.
the good news for Peter, at least, is there's still just enough sunlight as the sun is still rapidly going down. Well, not rapidly. The sun is still going down. Normally. That, like moths, you orientate yourself to the sun. So there's still enough of a bright light that you can go, right, that's the sun. But the fact that you've got these other bright lights flitting around, Tapestry and Galar, is confusing a bit because you keep edging yourself in their direction. So you understand that the sun is the main point, but every now and then you from your peripheral vision, the flitting of light from Galar and Tapestry far off, it's like your body momentarily loses control and you stumble leftwards a little bit. So your straightforward run skews every now and then as Galar is flitting about trying to, say this way, moth people, have a look at me. So it takes a bit of time.
I'm gonna yell for you to grab feathers. because you're already in the cloud. So I'm going to yell
Yes.
for you to grab feathers and let's go.
So as you
Like
all
the
start...
idea that Peter just says,
Fe-
sorry,
no,
can't see.
I say Feathers already ran off through, that
Oh,
one.
that's fine.
through the other one.
So I'd be following the light.
Feathers, for some reason, is running into and through these people. What's going on there, Webby?
Well, just moving. I don't know. I thought we were into this building, aren't we?
No.
Going northeast. North-northeast.
Oh. Okay.
Big
Well, this
building
building's made of stone.
Oh, wait, no,
the
wait for
the
it.
idea
Funny
is
enough,
Tapestry is drawing them off.
not diverting all the moths towards where you were going.
Okay, right. So, yeah. After taking a wander through here, and then, yes, is slowly pulling small bits of porcelain off as she moves forward towards the tavern.
So the first one of you that gets there essentially runs and slams into the door and fumbles at the latch in the stress. Does eventually push it open, beckoning the others to come in quickly. Tapestry sees the others manage to make it to the other door as the moth infected are now lumbering towards you, reaching out.
Okay.
And it gives
I'm
you.
going to go there. As they're reaching out, I turn off the glow to immediately shadow the area, and I am going to basically try and step in the fin and shadow step to.
Now, luckily, the doorway of the tavern is very shadowed.
Yeah, problem is I can't do it very far. It has to be far. So
Okay.
this may have to be. What I may have to do is a mark to mark 2 stress. One
Jump to there,
shadow
jump to
step
there,
by
jump to there.
here. Or no, actually, because they're all down by here. If I shadow step by there to get past them and then do a dash
Sure, that'll
to try
work.
and actually. Yeah, so that will be one stress.
As you're by here, you can
And-
see literally coming down the road this massive wall of flapping, furry bodies and the big, billowing cloud underneath them.
Okay, do I need to make an athletics roll to do a fast dash?
Give it a go, yeah, let's see. Nice dramatic dice roll to see if you can get in there. Nick of time type of job. Oh, it's a critical success!
He nails it, gliding through
Yeah,
the door.
Take a stress off.
Oh, thank you very much. You see basically a nebula coloured blur just go.
As he's the last one through the door, and whoever was holding the door slams it shut behind you. As you do, you hear this cacophonous banging of all these small bodies flinging themselves against the windows, the doors, and the wall of the building. Pretty much engulfing the windows so that they blot out the light, meaning that you are left in total darkness. But you are at least, for the moment, safe. That is where we're going to leave it for today. What was your question, Alex?
Nothing. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. So, yes, we ran over a little bit there, and I apologise, but
Oh no, how's that?
drama. So, what is going on in Gallowmoor? And, yeah, what's going to happen to the two who have been infected by the moth dust? And what are we going to be able to do in regards to getting back with the Ares Feather Herb? We'll have to tune in next week to find out what happens. Assuming, of course, everybody is available next week.
Should be.
Should be.
Should be.
Yes?
Excellent. Then in that case, I will say thank you everybody who did turn up, even if it was just for a fleeting glance. If you're watching this on YouTube later on and you do enjoy what you see, then consider giving us a like, because it might nudge the algorithm somewhere in our direction or in the direction of others who do actual plays and or Daggerheart games, so who knows. As per usual, Right Knight to Fight's custom guide to making adversaries for Daggerheart is so awesome. So do support the author because he's brilliant and needs to be support. He needs to be able to buy himself shiny things because without him, we wouldn't have this. Moths, apparently. So, thank you very much for everyone who stopped by, and thank you to my players, as per usual, for being great. We will continue this next time, same place. So until that time, we ask you to treat each other with love and respect, and as we finally say, good night out there, whatever you are.